Hello everyone, it's been a while. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads recently, and I know I've said this in quite a few videos now, but I thought it would be better if you actually heard it from me instead of reading it. I've been very busy with university, and I've had a lot of stressful coursework deadlines and exams, but it's all good now. The channel is still growing at a nice rate, and I'm enjoying life a lot more since I got back, and I've been working on a few new videos for a while, so expect a couple more uploads soon, and not another 2-week inactivity period, hopefully. Another subject I just want to touch on before we begin is Etza's new series, GD Weekly. I knew Etza was going to be creating GD Weekly before he announced it, and he messaged me personally to ensure I was happy with the formula and that he wouldn't be putting a strain on our friendship. I'm continuing G News, hopefully more regularly now, and there will be stories that he won't cover, just like there are stories on GD Weekly that I'm not covering. So instead of spamming us with comments telling us to compete with each other or picking a side, please just enjoy both series. You won't be losing anything by watching both, and you'll more likely have a better knowledge of the community because of it. Anyway, with that said, let's get into the episode. This is something new I'm going to be adding to G News. The size of the channels I'm going to be shouting out will vary, but mainly I'm going to be picking players that I feel are deserving of the shout out. Unlike Etza's feature, there's no way to apply for this, and I will be observing the community and choosing myself. If you think there's someone who should receive a shout out, feel free to write it on the discussion tab of my channel. Today I'm shouting out Metalface221. Now I know Metalface is growing faster now, but still 1,600 subs doesn't really do the guy justice. He's verified old Sonic Wave, and has also recently beat unnerved Paracosm Circles, as well as completing things like Sakupen Hell and a bunch of other extreme demons, including the unrated Deadly Corridor, which is a Death Corridor sequel by Chaotic Jumper. He beats a range of demons, mostly insane demons, ranging from more recent ones to 1.9 demons, and also his own project, like unnerved Paracosm Circles, and some of his own creations. He's a skilled and active player, so go and check him out and subscribe to him.
Top story.
In the last 24 hours, Aurorus has verified a buffed version of Sonic Wave Infinity by Riot, Viprint and Cyclic. The super buff version was originally planned to feature an extension by Aurorus and Wabbit, but this, combined with the insane buffs, made the level near impossible. Aurorus nerfed some parts, but the level is still much harder than the original Sonic Wave. I personally am predicting a large hacking scandal over this, with people already accusing Aurorus of using auto. However, Aurorus doesn't seem too bothered with the allegations at the moment, saying all he needed was to know in his heart that he'd done it. Plus, he received Riot support, so make of it what you will. This verification leaves Cyclic's task up in the air now. The original Sonic Wave creator was given the very first version of Sonic Wave Infinity by Riot when he stepped down, but he has since suspended practice due to problems with his hand. I doubt now if Cyclic will see it through, and I'm not sure if there will ever be a rated version of Sonic Wave Infinity now, but only time will tell. You can play Sonic Wave Infinity, published by Aurorus now.
Also in the news.
Two of Stormfly's best and hardest levels, the Hell Zone and the Hell World, have finally been rated. The rebirths of the original Son levels were started when Cyclic, Coriaqua, 1234 and Ryan LC redesigned and released the Hell Zone, but amid Cyclic's hacking scandal, Stormfly re-verified the level. Initially, after rating Stormfly's Hate War rebirth, RobTop said he wouldn't rate the level as he didn't like the gameplay. However, Stormfly recently re-verified his rebirth of the Hell World, which is much harder and better designed. Stormfly claimed the level was an extreme demon, even harder than Bloodbath, and now, on the back of the new demon rating system, RobTop has featured and rated both levels as extreme demons. They now sit at place 5 and place 12 on the list, and we are beginning to see the full revival of Son 0924's Hell legacy in full swing.
In other news.
One of the game's first ever creators and the game's biggest ever influence, the real Darnoc, has returned to Geometry Dash and YouTube after over a year of silence. Darnoc was a revolutionary creator for Geometry Dash up until 1.9 when he started becoming less active. At the start of 2.0 he stopped uploading to YouTube, despite being active on his channel of over 30,000 subscribers. He never gave any reason for quitting, but now, as 2.0 has come out and brought new creating opportunities, he has returned. It's good to see him back, and he said himself recently that it feels good to be back. F, a controversial demon level by EndLevel and Joshawott, has been verified and released. Initially, people were unsure how hard the level would be, but it's now around medium demon level. EndLevel claimed it would be released this week, and was so efficient he managed to get it out on Sunday. The big question now is, will it be rated? It's a rate-worthy level, certainly. However, RobTop is adverse to swearing in his levels, and there are a lot of F-bombs in F's theme. I would guess that it probably will be rated eventually. I can't see all that effort going to waste. A few weeks ago, DJ Nate, the artist behind many GD themes including Clubstep, Electrodynamics and The Beginning of Time, announced he would be releasing 2 new song sequels. The first was Electrodynamics 2, and the second was another sequel to his Theory of Everything series, of which there have already been 2 editions. Both previous songs managed to make it into GD main levels, but with 2.1 being only just released, and RobTop shifting more toward artists like F777 and Dex Arson for in-game themes, Theory of Everything 3 was set to be used by the community, and Manix delivered brilliantly. His first 2.1 level has not disappointed. It's brilliantly innovative, with puzzle pieces and a range of original 2.1 oriented gameplay ideas, and now it's already been featured. You can play the unofficial 3rd chapter in the Theory series now.
Upcoming level news.
Blade of Justice now has its 4th verifier, after Serve, Quantum and now Jewel Kiki stepped down. Jewel had decided he no longer wants to take on the challenge, as practice is heavily interfering with his school life and is having a fairly big impact on his grades. The level has now been redesigned and nerfed, and is now going to be verified by TrusTa, who is already rattling through the level really quickly. Given the nerfs, the difficulty is now about Yatagarasu level, quite a significant amount less than what it was once planned to be. However, it will likely be harder than Yatagarasu, as it is less consistent according to TrusTa himself. A while ago, I reported that ChiefFlurry has been investing time in a Sakupen Hell remake and extension. This has, over time, manifested itself into a level called Kenos, or Kenos, not really sure which. Anyway, this demon is in development, and Chief has now announced a creator contest to build a part, much like Viprin did with Yatagarasu. This should ensure the level is the best it can be, and should be an extreme top 5 or top 10 demon. ChiefFlurry has also started practicing Fusion Z. The Mega Collab sequel to Manix's 2 Fusion levels has been on the horizon for months, and is one of the few levels not to have been nerfed to holy hell on its way to verification. Given Yatagarasu and Blade of Justice's nerfs, it now seems as if Fusion Z will be the #1 extreme demon soon. The level has a range of potential verifiers, the most recent being Serve, but I'm not sure what the situation with that is anymore. Chief has started practicing this 3-minute Hellfest and has set a new best of 30%. There's still a long way to go, however. A few weeks ago, ZenthicAlpha, who has been mulling over a partial return to GD after a lot of inactivity in 2.0, announced the 3rd instalment of the Sonic series. The series started with Supersonic, which was one of the first ever mega collaborations in 1.9, featuring a massive 9 creators. This was followed up by Ultrasonic at the end of 1.9, which was much harder and remained in the top 50 for a long time. There are many rumours about Hypersonic, and if Zenthic would even release it. But now it seems he will, and it's going to be one of 2.1's first big notorious challenges. Viprin released a preview on his channel today, and it already looks pretty cool. Couldn't forget this one. One of the most anticipated new extreme demons is Black Blizzard by CrazyMan50. His self-proclaimed hardest and best level yet. The level is predominantly black and has an element of subtlety to it. It differs from many upcoming extreme demons, however, as it doesn't simply rely on straight flying for its difficulty. It's the ultimate in timing demons, and it's going to be hell to verify. Crazy now has 41% on the level, while also working on quantum processing in the background, as well as finishing off some other very hard demons, including Cataclysm. On a side note of this, I just want to mention that many people have been requesting Acropolis maps from Hell episodes, and so I decided to merge this into a sort of timing demons series in one episode. When Black Blizzard is verified, I will make that, unless this level generates enough drama or history to warrant a solo episode. Either way, both will be made after Black Blizzard is verified.
Drama alert.
There is some drama in the community at the moment, but I'm not going to report on it. I've decided that unless something really major happens, this section isn't healthy. Bringing attention to minor dramas does seem to add fuel to the fire, and the most drama is not relevant. So unless I feel you really need to know about it, i.e. the case with the Newgrounds drama, I'm not going to be running this section anymore. I'm also not going to cover the Newgrounds drama now, as it's been more or less resolved.
Top 50 news.
There's a huge amount of top 50 news today, so this might go on for a while. The top 50 has received quite a lot of major changes since the last episode. The first and most obvious change is that Yatagarasu was rated and placed at number 1. It was originally number 2 under Sonic Wave as a joke by the moderators poking fun at the nerfs, but is now the king of demons and looks set to stay there till at least Blade of Justice or Black Blizzard are verified. Stormfly's Hell series rebirths have finally been rated and both are now extreme demons. The Hell Zone was placed at 12th, just under Conical Depression, and the Hell World has actually been placed at 5th, above Bloodbath. This is a massive deal. When Stormfly said he wanted the level above Bloodbath, I was sceptical if the list moderators would actually place it above, but they have. The level now sits under Sakupen Hell and above Bloodbath, ousting the former number 1 demon. Elsewhere on the upper half of the list, moderators seem to be having a hard time deciding which of the 10 to 20 hardest demons should go where. Artificial Ideology was featured and placed above both Team N2 levels at 11th, but has now moved down to 17th, below A Bizarre Phantasm. Something that has been moved up is Downbase. It got a significant boost to just below A Bizarre Phantasm, taking it past Aftermath, the Hell Factory and Artificial Ideology. Whether it will stay there is yet to be seen though. Uprise, a formerly hacked Impossible level placed at 12th on the list, has now been verified legitimately by Ninetales, and it maintains its position despite some nerfs. Another level that has received a kick in the arse is Breakout by Serv and Joshawott. The level, which once placed above A Bizarre Phantasm in 5th, has now moved down to 22nd, below Red World Rebirth and Aftermath. I happen to agree with this decision as I think Breakout was fairly overrated. Allegiance has had its place reconsidered once again. The level that started life below Cataclysm before being moved above it has now received another boost, and it now sits above the Hell Factory, which is on the verge of slipping into the bottom half of the list, despite being rated Extreme Demon by RobTob recently. The Flawless, a mega collab that requires insane straight flying and timing skills, has been moved up too, and it now sits above Cataclysm and below the Hell Factory. Something else that has received a boost above Cataclysm was the Elite Z Rebirth by Crazy Man. This level was one of 25 demons that actually received an Extreme Demon rating from RobTob. Heartbeat, another Crazy Man 50 level whose difficulty has been disputed for a while now, has been moved above Ice Carbon Diablo X, which now sits at place 29th. The reshuffle has occurred at the bottom of the list too. On account of the large volume of people that have completed it, Crimson Clutter has been demoted several ranks and has had its place switched with Future Circles by Erail, which now has been moved up to above even Duelo Maestro. This is a surprising change in my opinion. While I think the level is hard, I do not believe it is that hard. Entwined Room, a Korean mega collab, and version 2 of Madhouse by Green has been knocked down quite a lot as well, down to 49th on the list. Surprisingly, the new number 50 is now Ultraviolet, an insane demon that is still a huge challenge. This raises questions, as it is arguable that Ultraviolet is harder than Galactic Fragility, a view held by Goodsmile who has beaten both levels. Galactic Fragility still places highly on the list for what it is. It's even above Quest for Perfection by Laserblitz, which is a Cataclysm remake. The new number 10 demon is Hatred by Azula and Sagaesta, and Conical Depression is now down to 11th. Hatred was originally placed above Phobos, but the moderators reconsidered their decision and switched the two again. Bloodbath is now out of the top 5 thanks to the Hell World, and Sonic Wave sits at number 2, while Yatagarasu currently leads the table.
Thanks for watching. I've been your host C1997. See you very soon for another video.